Alright, y'all, what's going on, man? Holding the Spirit Lightbody, y'all. Good to see you, family. Good to see you. Alright, y'all, so check this. You already know, I'm going to go ahead and say it. Get your Palo Santo or your sage, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, light it up, clear your space. The good frequencies flowing around you. And get ready to open up your mind. This is just a short excerpt. Again, this version of the Bhagavad Gita that I'm reading from is God Talks with Arjuna, Raw Science of God Realization, again. And basically, just another little disclaimer or whatever, that like when I'm saying God, when we're reading God in this book, because there are some triggers around that word, you see what I'm saying? As long as you keep Supreme Being, remember, you're the Supreme Being. You see what I'm saying? And when you see Christ, think of Christ consciousness, because that's the consciousness that we're coming into, self-awareness. You see what I'm saying? That, you are the Christ, and I showed y'all that before. So as long as you keep that in mind, like, man, again, I'm not trying to get you into no dogmas, or, man, I don't do the whole religion thing. No disrespect to anybody who does, but, I'm a spiritual being, so it's the way that I like to keep it, but this applies to us. So anyway, this says expanded commentary, because remember, this is a special version of the Bhagavad Gita. It's called God Talks with Arjuna by Paramahamsa Yogananda, and he basically, like, just breaks the Gita down, and it's commentary in this, so it's very enlightening though, because he breaks it down and lets you understand what the scriptures were saying. And so, anyway, expanded commentary. The symbolic forces of soul qualities. Now, I'm just only going to read part of this. I'm not going to read the whole thing. And again, like, if y'all want me to expand on certain things, then, you let me know in the comments and stuff. Or, hey, I want to learn about XYZ. Ask questions. Send me an email, tripboydro088@gmail.com. And when I can get to it, I'll get to it. But, okay, so the symbolic forces of soul qualities. A popular misconception is that the practice of yoga is for adept mystics only, and that this science is beyond even the ken of ordinary man. Yet, yoga is the science of the whole creation. Man, as also every atom in the universe, is an externalized result of this divine science at work. The practice of yoga is a set of disciplines through which an understanding of this science unfolds through direct personal experience of God, the supreme cause. The material scientist starts with the observable effect of matter and attempts to work backwards towards a cause. Yoga, on the other hand, describes the cause and how it evolved outward into the phenomena of matter, and shows how to follow that process in reverse to experience the true spirit nature of the universe and man. To understand the significance of the Gita verses 4, 5, and 6, which describe the metaphysical soldiers of the soul, and the following verses that describe the opposing soldiers of body consciousness, certain basics of the yoga science must be kept in mind. The physical world is in reality nothing more than inert matter. The inherent life and animation in all forms, from atoms to man, come from the subtle forces of the astral world. These in turn have evolved from the still finer forces, the causal or ideational creation, the creative vibratory thoughts emanating from the consciousness of God. Man, the microcosm, is in all respects an epitome of the macrocosm. His physical body is gross matter. His life and his ability to perceive through the senses and cognize through the consciousness are dependent on the subtle powers and forces of his astral and causal bodies, instruments of the indwelling soul, or individualized consciousness of God. The physical body is directly created and sustained by the forces of the astral body. The astral body and powers are principally life, current, or prana. Life current is a mixture of consciousness and electrons, to which I have given the terminology lifetrons. The difference between lifetrons and electrons is that the former is intelligent and the latter is mechanical. Now I'm going to stop right here or whatever, but I was sitting off in a deep meditation, y'all, And actually, this was last night. I was sitting off in a deep meditation, and I began to focus on my mind's eye. What I was doing was I was doing a whole body breathing technique. I was bringing the energy from my root all the way up to the crown, from the crown to the root, from the root to the crown, and from the crown to the root. And by the time I got to that second and came back down and then held that energy right there, and then I began to focus on my third eye, and then the cornucopic field started opening, and I could see like the different swirling, and I could see like the electromagnetic energy. And it's like, see, like, as soon as you be like, oh, I see something, it's gonna stop. You see what I'm saying? Like, so you kind of just gotta just let it just be what it is. But then what took me out of it is then when I thought about, oh shoot, but my breath, the breathing, you see, because you don't need to breathe on the astral plane. The 4 elements aren't present there. You see what I'm saying? The earth, wind, fire, air. You see what I'm saying? Like, none of that's present there. You see what I'm saying? That's like physical matter stuff, physical dimension stuff. So yeah, you know, it's like when I thought about that, the breathing, you see what I'm saying, you need to breathe here, not there. So boom, it instantly brought me back here, you know. Thus that gets rid of that people saying that, oh, you'll get trapped out of your body and blah blah blah. And like I told you, it's not out of your body, it's really in the body, the inner verse. That's why the ancestors showed you the depictions of the human body with all the little people and the little creatures inside, because they were showing you the microcosm, not a bunch of hocus pocus, man. Like, yo, but anyway though, y'all, wholeness until I come forward, man. Spirit Lightbody, man. Like I said, if y'all like this, man, leave me a thumbs up, you know what I'm saying? Leave me a comment, you know, if you got a question or something, or you want me to touch on something, you know, that's possibly in here or whatever, you know, I'm gonna keep picking out stuff that I like and I think is cool and let y'all know about, you know, what the ancestors said about this. You see what I'm saying? Like, all the people we got talking about this stuff today, oh yeah, this, that, and the other, blah blah, just going off of their own. That's cool, man, because I'm my own source too, you know. But I mean, at the same time though, like, there really was true conscious knowledge for us to live here consciously and how to do this thing right. You see what I'm saying? Consciously. So, you know, we got it. Let's break it down. Wholeness.